Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
Whoa, okay, it works now. Ah! I forgot how big this software is. All right. So, last time we left off from yesterday is that this little guys or them is hiding something from us. And they're not saying what. And they're trying to keep us there for something. What this something is? I don't know. I know that they said that they have something about the final days up here on the second floor. Well, or like the 100th floor. But in either case, we better go check it out. Oh yeah, I could just teleport, huh? Yeah, whatever. Okay, growing way. What bullshit are going to feed us this time? The archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. Hold on. One moment. Yeah, make sure that this is open. Hey, Argot. How you doing? Wait, minimum of 6 lines? Yeah, give it a minimum of 6 lines, meaning that there's no max. I'm surprised you realized. I'm surprised you saw that. I don't think so. It's more of like a troll. It's more like a troll thing I added there. Like you could make it 6 lines if I resize the chat. No, my own little chat window. This 6 lines for me. That I'm saying. But I could also resize my chat window and add a lot more. Like I said, it was more of like a troll thing. I was curious to see if anyone would catch that. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing alright. Kind of tired. Wondering why I'm even playing a game right now, but I figured might as well try to get through Endwalker. But how you been? Archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll just have to go and find whoever has the key. Suspicious. Cornway, enough. Been trying to compile a after cosplay. Woke up at like 8 a.m. to start looking in shops. It's now midnight. Haven't eaten since like 2 p.m. because too stressed about getting everything together. Oh, yeah, definitely understandable. My motto is don't stress out. I've already been stressed out enough in my entire life that I can't like stress out much longer. Although my stress is slowly going away, but I'm still stressed because of the new position at work. Just trying to understand everything. I think everything has been ordered in a timely manner. Oh, that's good. When are you planning on like when do you need it done? Like what's the done by date? If you had not us to tell us of the final days, you need only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as you well know. Also believe that very lucky because I compiled everything in one day. So 6 days, but the materials arrive in like 3 days. Why you waited so long to order everything then? Is it like a last minute thing or something? Did you yourself not tell us we must act quickly? Because you just lost a bet. Do I even want to know what that bet was? And that bet was $300 versus me doing a Salvador cosplay. Do I even want to know what that bet was about? Oh, it's the Mario Kart thing. I win 12-12 straight races against 3 of my friends at once. I lost on race 11 because Baby Park. So I guess that the bet was. So I take it that the bet was you win 12 tracks or whatever number of tracks. And you get $300. Or you lose to one track only, and then you have to do a cosplay within 6 days or whatever amount of days. Only you, man. Only you. Have you ever cosplayed before? Then you're in for a treat then if it's their first time cosplaying. Oh, that's good then. At least you had some help. Yeah, the whole point of cosplay is to let's have fun. It's not really it's not really meant for you to like get all stressed out about and try to be as perfect as possible. You could make it as scuffed as you want or as perfect as you want. It does, but for a first cosplay, it does not need to be perfect. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. It's the most and least amount of fun I've had this summer. I guess. I would thought it would be the most fun, but I can also see why it could be the least fun because of all the planning and whatnot. Yes, we did, but the moon was to be perfect. I'm sorry. The moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Earth. And we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you see the wonders we have to offer, but we found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential. So you others must be kept here. Huh. So that living waste game. Run us about in circles and, failing that, lock us away so we can't put the planet at risk. Everyone except, your short, la la la. Reading's hard. He understands what's at stake. What must be done? I fear you misjudge us, Cornway. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means of escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Earth and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the final days, I wish to find it. We'll do. We may fail, but our efforts would never be at the expense of your plans. Why will you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Earth will escape here to the moon. They'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rushed while I'm gone. If we dally, they'll overwhelm us with their numbers. I say we knock this one out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let's reconvene where Arcos awaits outside. You guys are weak. You guys are weak sauce. I mean, I'm sure it also doesn't help that I'm currently level 87 versus. So where am I going? Just outside. Alright. Where should we go to the free company and purchase some stuff for them? Good, your hair. We must hurry to the Watcher's Palace and find your treasure. La 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 la.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Voices.
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Aetheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. 'Tis clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Aetheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous phrasing. We Loporrits were born of Hydaelyn's love for Aetheris. That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes for all of us, don't you see? So help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe.
No. How about no? We'll just take care of the calamity.
Built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men, and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting, and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit, and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Pudding Way.
Pudding Way? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure, but one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate.
Pudding way.
And living way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of thy moniker. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What doth it mean to live?
What does it mean to live? To die. I mean, what?
After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but...
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee. Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Livingway's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
You just pulled that right off his ass, didn't he?
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order. Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
That flower has came into your possession? How? No, that flower. How came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain in mystery even to us. In our time, we call it lips. You would do well to remember the name.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Atheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Agreed. The Charleyan Forum, yes?
How did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The Forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
The OST in this expansion is just amazing. This relief to see Livingway was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well. Though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. Hey Death, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. It would be no easy task to prepare them for what must needs be done. But gladly do I embrace this duty, even if thus necessitate that we part ways for a time. Doing well, just chilling? Nice. Chilling like a villain? Forgive me my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you. And all our fellow Scions. When next I return to Earth, I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. We're liberating Yuriko's good boy hands. We need to worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing now the phase of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Aphrodite and the others. Let us return to the Tower of Babai. Our battle for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. Gods, I can scarcely believe we went to the moon and back. And we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Broken class and deliver a thorough detailed report to Lucia, blah 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 blah. I like very much to know how everyone is getting on here as well. They'd only just begun to treat the temporary prisoners with when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies that the final day is of greater importance. I speak not only of the contingent, of course. The heads of states of every nation must know um, what what we what we have learned. We know not when or where or in what manner the final days will begin and will begin to manifest. And so we must see that everyone is prepared. Agreed. So, we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that anyone in a position of responsibility should need to be told as such, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first. Do Camp Broken class. I'll just teleport there. Ah. Can't believe my mouse is actually playing nice with me right now. I think my mouse knows that I'm going to be replacing it soon. It's good to see you. It's good to see you all again. No worse for your lunar adventure, I hope. We've done what we've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what become of Carla Maud in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the tempered inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who were already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here. And so we have petitioned the aid of the allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subject to imperial occupation. That said, several offers have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow Seons, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured of their tampering. Will the temper be relocated? Not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient, though he is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Avenode and Alice's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In light of recent developments, here the Alliance leader come to any decision regarding Calamode? Given the tremendous ramification of what has happened here, it would take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the province. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports that is in every tower has vanished. For mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you experienced and Tavnir. Darvanir. Those who were trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the beast tribes have received instructions in the maquet in the maquettes needed to uh, instructions in the maquettes mac maquettes needed to cure tempering. Reading's hard. Master Matoria is no doubt thrilled. The Mother Proxy affords her so much visitors. Yes, we are grateful for her ongoing efforts, as well of those of our comrades near and far. Got a bit of a progress update yesterday for the model. Nice. How much longer before your model's done? As for the content, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of Tambert have been completed. Lucia and I will remain, along with a small force, to continue offering aid to those here in Kalamot. One to 2 more weeks. Assuming that she doesn't put it off like she has been. Kappa. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call this land's home. I believe that accounts for recent events there. So, what of the moon in the Telepra? The final days. Gods, I pray their victory will mark the end of our troubles. There is still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Will you be willing to contact them in our stead? Progress for it has been slow, though I don't know how much time she spends on doing the rigging for the model. Well, hopefully she spends a good amount of time, working on the model, because on the rigging. I would like to say that she does, but I don't know. I've never watched her or anything like that. Yes, of course. I will send word forthwith. We'll also release your fellow Seons from their present duties. That they may return to Shireland. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow Scions, you would be happy to hear that Mistress Krill, though still on the mid, have been moved to the Barlison Amax and given into Tetris care. There's another donating streams for working yet, so done some for our progress. So that was last month. Yeah, if I recall correctly, I don't think I think you told me that she hasn't really streamed much, and like it took her longer than normal to do the art or something. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let's be on our way then. One last thing, if I may. After a conversation with Sordak, he says Sinos took his leave, and in all likelihood, he has returned here to Kalamad. I have in mind to dispatch scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is merit in doing so. If they found him, they would not likely live to tell. If you're expecting a trial of destruction to follow, you won't find one. And a mad rope of futile endeavor. Let's go with this one. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps you're right. And I suppose if anyone is to hunt him down, it must be you. Who else could even hope to bring low that monster? Pray forget I entertained the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 6th Legion have made an official proclamation. Sent you what I caught in progress in DMs for you to check out after stream. Alright, man. They denounced the Crown Prince and goddamned his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and it continued to use serve only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared as Xenos Praetor Kalafos, outcast and enemy of Kalamad. It'd be close to 7 a.m., so I'm gonna leave the stream open and have a nap. Alright, have a good nap, Death. Benedeo is no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better that than an army to see us stated. Said it. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Solomon. Solomon. Alright. So let's go ahead and teleport over there. And I'll pay way too much money for this teleportation, but that's fine. Alright. Let me take a quick break. Let me run some rats, take a quick break. Then up, do some stretches, stuff like that. And we'll dive right back in. We'll be right back.
and he raided my stream with 1 views.
I step away for a couple minutes and I've been raided. Hey, Shion Himi. Damn it, you weren't BRB. Yeah. Yeah. I just realized that pre-roll ads was turned on. I needed to take a break anyway, so I was running some ads. How are you? I'm doing really good. Just playing some Final Fantasy 14, trying to de-stress for the most part. How you been? How was your stream? You were playing Watch Dogs 2, huh? That does remind me, I still need to play Watch Dogs 2. I only played maybe a couple hours of it, and completely forgot how it goes. Well, need to rewatch it again. I mean, replay it again. Taking a break during FinFix. Yeah, I wanted to do Watch Dogs 2. Nice. How far in the game are you, anyways? Cause I know when I played Watch Dogs 2, I was like really early part of the game. Came by and chatted. Nice. Well, it's good to have friends to chat with. Finished it before, never done any side missions. Oh, so you're gonna be doing some side missions now? We finished the Red Room side quest. No clue which quest that is. Yeah, like I said, I've only played maybe an hour of that game. You're redoing the game? Nice. Yeah, I think if I'm going to play Watch Dogs 2, I think I will replay Watch Dogs 1 first. Just because I actually really enjoy Watch Dogs 1. Although it kind of pissed me off that the technical preview was nothing like. I mean, that the final game was nothing like the technical preview. I regret my decision. I feel like a weak hacker, not cause chaos. Come on. If you're playing Watch Dogs, you have to cause chaos. Otherwise, where's the fun in not causing chaos? You need to cause all the chaos. All the chaos. All the chaos. I had a paintball gun too. Yeah, like I said, you should cause all the chaos. Because chaos is fun. All the chaos. Welcome back, Ichigo. We were so terribly worried about you. Though it is plain I have caused my own fair share of worry. And for that, I apologize. Hylerden called me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. What came after felt like a dream barely remembered, my body flowing through the live stream towards Kalamad. When I regained consciousness, I was all aches and frostbite, exhausted of aether. So exhausted, in fact, I could only laugh. For it was in that moment I understood Raha's worthiness from the Tower assault. Would you like to see some of my cursed fanfics? Yeah, go for it. Corey won't read them since they don't want to be traumatized. Trust me, you can't traumatize me one bit. Go ahead and post the link. With that, I could laugh at a time like this, though we prevented Zodiac from being unleashed upon the world. I am curious to know what else took place there on the moon. You on DM me? Okay, yeah, go ahead. Perhaps we should wait for the others to join us before you give your account. Let us reconvene in the main hall once they arrive. Oh no, you sent me a EXE. Joking. Danny X Emmy and Fanfic for TPR. Bring it over to the screen. Here you go. How to make it as cursed as fuck. Do I really want to know now? I mean, I could read this right now, out loud. Should I? Do you want me to read it out loud? The second one says I speak for the ones I've done so far. It is up for me. Alright, kids. They're not safe for work. Don't worry, this is a not safe for work stream to begin with. Commission fanfic for FFXIV. Request Phantom to do whatever. Typing a new style. I'm sorry, trying a new style. For stories, maybe we would do in parts later on. She notes, this is not safe for work. Fanfics with no limits due to freedom I was given. So it may be a bit much. But oh well, you decide to read something from a lewd person. I mean, aren't we all lewd? Oh, let me make sure there's no nudity in here. I don't see any nudity in here. So let's do this. Drink. Let's do this. Ugh. Good, I'll just do that. I plan on going back to edit some stuff, but I'm too lazy and beyond other fanfics. I hear ya. Alright. Anyways, it's a story, and it has a Badius form since I may been reading a lot of Monster Georgians, so hell more sensitive spots. I'm a content provider for some. I'm the content provider for some people. Nice. All right, first story. Narrator, Emmy, Denny, Mistress Guess. Okay, narrator. Hello, listeners and people reading this. I am your new narrator for today. That is, if the person narrates the fanfic, Xion guess is that they might not narrate this, but if they do, then Xion will most likely make a super horny fanfic for them next time. Huh, man, horny people these days now. Man, horny people these years now and nowadays. Anyway, let's get to the scuff ass fanfics. Good morning. Hey, Inbooks. You just joined during the time I'm reading so much fanfic. What are you up to? Reading so much fanfic. Well, I'm mostly playing Final Fantasy 14, but as you can see, I have Final Fantasy 14 open, but right now I'm reading so much fanfic. Fanfics? Okay. Am I scaring you yet? Am I scaring you yet? This fanfic is about. Sorry if I'm butchering the name, but Amy, and Danny, as they have in casual chat at Annie's home. Depends on who is present in the fanfic. I don't know the characters. All I know is that this is technically not safe for work. So let's have some fun. Occupy our lights again. I could do Alexa and Chelsea fanfic. Those two are the streamer friends. Yeah, if you're going to a fanfic of Lexa and Josie, you might want to actually ask Light first, because she is very particular about her babies. All right. Narrator. Today was Danny's Annie Joe Day, and they planned to hang out with each other for the day. Annie was knocked out cold due to their obsession with League of Legends and 6 cans of monsters per day. However, Danny was awake and was getting ready for the day. And once they head outside and was walking to Annie's house, that is when tragedy struck. Besides us looting. I mean, no comment. No comment about that. I mean, Light doesn't mind looting her babies herself, but when it comes to another person doing it, she might freak out. That's why I say you might want to ask her first before you do it. Denny. What is that smell? It smells like the No Penis Club is up in there. It smells like the No Penis Club is up to their schemes again. The smell is the dried up nut dusk musk from there. Rain then began to fall on Danny as they began to get soaked. Ah, fuck sakes! Out of all the times I choose to wear white clothes, that was totally not gonna foreshadow what was gonna happen next. Oh, what? Fuck! My hunkers! My meat flaps! My fucking bouncy once titles will be showing. I'm sorry, titties will be showing. I need to hurry and not look like a hentai character wanting to be fucked. Denny then proceeded to rush her way to Annie's home, as they then proceeded to knock on the door rapidly. After no response, Denny then yells after Annie. Hey! Fire and fetish bitch! Let me in! It's fucking cold! And my Jessicas are gonna fucking freeze out here! Oh, shit! Oh, shit, I'll be down in a second. Whew. And he runs down the stairs, but of course, they never learn Mother's rules of not to run in the house. And he then fell down the stairs, and then tragedy began again as she fell down the stairs and busts head first through the door, as if it was the 6-0 of Help Set Pro. I'm stuck. It was so tragic. The foreshadow Danny mission was true to happen, but not to them, but to Amy. When Amy was trying to read it, they were holding it in because they didn't want to bother their family. I don't care about my family. They're downstairs. They're probably asleep. My dad's probably going to be yelling at me. I don't care. No! They struck again! The No Dick Club has passed Amy with many misfortunes on their own. Do this, poor soul. No. Give this time to pop open the fire ants and burn their As Danny was about to finish speaking, a mysterious person appears behind them. As Danny turns around to look at the mysterious person, as they look back at them. My English is broken lately again. I don't know why. Trust me, my English is always broken. Person looks back at them. Excuse me. I heard you had fire ants. I was wondering if you can have an exchange, perhaps. An exchange? Excuse me. I heard you have fire hands. I was wondering if we can have an exchange. Perhaps. An exchange. I think this is where you met about your broken English. uh sure. What do you got? What do you got though? I have two potions. One to cure unluckiness, and the other to give you a dick for a day. As much as I should be the wholesome one and choose friends as powers, that shit is lame. I wanna fuck. My man, you have a deal. Good trade, huh? They didn't exchange the goods. And then they dragged Annie into her home, and the mistress person took the fire ants as she grins at them. As the fire ants recognize the face and shakes in fear. Meanwhile, back to Amy and Danny. Danny look at the potion curious, yet wondering if what they said was true, and if it wasn't poison. She then shrugged it off and chucked the bottle. After waiting a bit, nothing happened, and Danny felt scammed. God damn it! I wanted to have a dick for once, so I could do my lifelong co. Riches? Do you have a helicopter with a dick? And fuck some chula for once. Do the helicopter with a dick and fuck some chula for once. Damn, can't relate. You son of a... Since Shana was lazy as fuck, and don't want to turn this into a most scuffiest RP they have done, they decided to time skip, because who the fuck wants to read hours of boring RP when they are here for the lewd? I mean, very ethical content. Very ethical indeed. If I don't get banned after this, I'll be amazed. After the dude dumbasses got drunk, they returned to Annie's place and both basically crashed as soon as possible. But later in the night, Danny the fetal woke up and went to the bathroom as they needed to go. But while they were asleep, the potion has taken effect on them. Once they noticed, instead of freaking out, they yelled in excitement as they began doing the helicopter with their dick. I should look for that. Let's fucking go! It worked! She quickly opened her mouth as she quits. She quickly covers her mouth as she quiets themselves down. As they look the size of it. Damn, if Quirk was here, he would definitely say nice cock and give a handshake to it. Guess I'll add it to the bucket list. I tried to do a most critical reference. I don't even know what that reference is, but let me just move my game around to make sure that they know I'm still here. Alright. After adding a bunch of stuff to the bucket list about cock-related things, they then stumble upon on the fuck some coochie on the bucket list. Then he looked at it for a bit as they slowly realized it was time for revenge on Amy from last time when they pegged Danny in the wrong hole and left Danny feeling like the girl from 177013. I don't get that reference. Okay. But this time, things shall be different. The rise of Denny's DeFoto. The breeder shall fuck every coochie and MILF on sight. She on note. I got fucking lazy again, and we skipped the dumbass style, so now it's going into a RP style of wording. Also, yes, Amy, you are getting breeded now, so fuck you. I mean, huh? I mean, huh? Sandy walked out of the bathroom with no lower half closed as they walk over to Annie, who was sleeping, who wasn't asleep. They then moved their body to the floor and had them sitting up against the couch and their head looking up. Danny then stands over Amy as they swallow their dignity for Amy and open Amy's mouth and then lower their cock inside her mouth. The first feeling of Amy's mouth made Danny's lower half of the body shake up a bit, as it was a bit cold. But after putting more of the cock into Amy's mouth, it got warmer over time. Danny then positioned their cock in Amy's throat and began shoving the cock into her throat. Once she got it once she got it in all the way, Danny was flustered badly as he slightly thrust into her throat. The sensation on Amy's mouth made Danny shake a bit, as the feeling was new to them and was trying hard not to collapse, as the feeling was too good for their bodies to handle. After a bit, Danny then grabbed onto Annie's Peter Griffin boss chin as they then began to thrust faster and a bit aggressive as they try to hold back from coming. Right? But it didn't last long before Danny was coming into Annie's throat. They then pull out while coming and split on Amy's face and body. Danny then collapsed on the couch, still erect, as she then panted in excitement of relief after coming. Fucking hell! That felt amazing as hell! She then heard something move and turned to the noise as she looked into fear as Annie stood up awake, looking at them. Amy, it's not what it looks like, I swear. Oh, really now? Annie would stand on the couch and stepped on Danny's cock, pressing it back against them and rubbing the cock with her foot. 'Cause to me, it seems like you were taking advantage of me when I was asleep. Though I'll admit, waking up with warm gum on my face feels pretty great. But that leaves you to go unpunished, as you didn't even finish me off properly by not stuffing me with a double stuffed Oreo. As she says this, Annie then removes a one piece dress off herself and reveals her three unholy body. It reveals her unholy body in front of the heathen Danny DeFoto. Danny looks up at Annie as she swallows in fear, knowing This is most definitely not going to end well. Go well. Spoiler alert, it didn't. And he goes to straighten Danny's cock and pushes it so it would smoothly go inside her pussy. She then inserted Danny's cock inside as tragedy fell once again as Annie somehow fucking slipped on nothing and fell into the cock. Into the cock. Fell into the cock. Fell onto the cock. Oh, ugh. As she fell into the cock would then go into the womb and put both into shock of pleasure. Oh, Jesus Christ! Her body became quickly weak as the shock caught into but quickly recover. She leans back and grinds her body on Danny. Oh, Danny, there! I'm gonna make sure you shoot out every bit of cum you got in you, and there would be no breaks. I'm gonna hope Minnie does just show up. Not gonna lie, Minnie would probably get into this. Probably not, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. After hearing what she said, it intimidated Denny and made them become rough as they then tackle Amy down to the floor, not having themselves on top and Annie on bottom. Denny the Fato then folds Amy and dunks them in the hoop and scores the goal for the team. Let's go, Penis Club. Oh, wait. Wrong. Those were wrong. Denny the Fato then folds Amy and dunks them in the hoop and scores the goal for the team. Let's go, Penis Club. Oh, wait. Wrong manga. Let me just, oh, here it is. Then he then folds Amy and then begins to thrust inside of Amy. And they then both began to breathe a bit heavy. And from the thrust Danny provided, after a little while, Danny began to pick up the pace and began thrusting faster as you could hear. As you could hear Danny's balls smack against Amy's body as they began to pummel Amy's pussy. As ever so minute passed, Danny thrust faster, pounding harder, uh, to change. Pounding harder. They have changed to many different positions over time. After finishing coming inside of Amy, then he remembered that the potion was going to last for a couple more minutes before the effect goes away. They decided to go ahead and go all out on the last fuck. Go, they go all out on this last fucking. Amy then panted, and then he was patting on the floor, tired as they went for 7 rounds without stopping, as they were full of calm and felt like stuffing turkey. Felt like stuffing turkey. Felt like stuffed turkey. Turkey. Oh God. I went way too far out on this. Yeah, I'm good. Don't worry. Then he grabbed Amy's waist as they breathed slightly heavy, and then spread their ass open and began pressing their cock against Amy's ass. Whoa! Whoa there, you bastard! You are not putting it in my damn ass. No way in hell. Tammy's visitor would ignore Amy and continue pressing their cock against their ass. And then they slide into Amy and ramming the whole cock into Amy's ass. This puts her in a shock and made her collapse completely, weak to the body. Then he began to thrust. Thrust inside Amy's slowly but roughly. Thrust inside of Amy slowly but roughly. Thrust began thrusting inside of Amy slowly but roughly as possible, as they grabbed their rings and pulled on them and leaned closer to them so they can get as much of their dick inside. After a bit, they then thrusting faster and more aggressively as they then bite on Amy's shoulder to give them a hickey while pulling on their rings while they pummel their ass. After a couple of minutes of non-stop pounding and thrusting, Denny then thrusts one last time as they begin to fill Annie's ass up with their cum in an excessive tone of voice. One double stuffed Oreo ready to go. Then he didn't pass out from exhaustion of going for 8 rounds. Well, that's all of the story, and totally not cause Shion is working on 6 other fanfics. Stay tuned for story 2, 3, and possibly 4. Sorry if I didn't put too much effort into this. I'm slowly getting back to making fanfics again. But my end goal is to make them bad, scuff, and funny. Bravo. Bravo. Let me move this around. Whew. Not bad. Strange, but not bad at all. There is one more. Let's see what this one. This story is 18 plus fanfic that Shion has made and some of the TPR leaders. Hope you'll enjoy. So the one that comes next. Yeah, I guess this is the one. This. I don't like reality, but okay. Also, disclaimer: this is 18 plus fanfic that may have a lot of horny in here. Shion may go to horny jail for this. Chapter 1: Yaoi. Your mysterious man, narrator, Alan. And Sikchai? Sikchai? I'll just call him Sam. The day is over. Night set in. As usual. A usual rumor appears here and there. The usual rumor appears there and then that during the blood moon, a randomly selected virgin will gain an endless night of lust. Depending on the virgin, the incubus may linger and become a succubus. Damn, I'm tired. Damn, I'm tired. I was up all night doing rehearsals. Alan wakes up inside his home and closes the door behind him, locking it. At least I have. Ah. Ah. By the way, for those who's joining me for Final Fantasy, trust me, I said Final Fantasy here. It's just that we need some fanfics right now. At least I have a lot of time for myself. At least I have a lot of time to myself for tonight. What should I do though? Alan thinks to himself till he figures out what to do. First, I will make dinner and take a bath, then post on TikTok, then crash in bed. TikTok, really? Okay, sure. He ended up doing none of those and passed out in bed. Immediately. But a good friend of theirs, named Kitsuba, sent fast food over, which woke him up. What happened? Did I pass out? I'm coming. Alan walks to his front door and opens the door to a somewhat suspicious food delivery guy. Here is your food someone has already paid for. Have a good day. The suspicious man gave Alan his food and took off as Alan went to sit down his food. He went to take a peek out the door, noticing that the man has gone immediately, as if he was a ghost. I know for sure I'm not high, but I'm too tired to question it. Alan would then close the door and lock it, and take the food to his room to go eat as he watches videos. Wonder what kind of videos he's going to be watching. This burger heading so goddamn good. No, from Shion. That's what she said. I fear ya. Man, I'm stuffed. I should get to a things. But first, I must do the traditional virgin jack off session on the blood moon day. Alan would then unzip his pants and pull out his cock as he leans back in his chair as he opens Midgetborn. Really? Midgetborn? Ugh. Time for business. As Alan says this in his room, his room is filled with strange presence. What is this weird feeling? It feels like I enter a crime scene of a Taco Bell bathroom. A synthetic symbol appears in Alan's monitor as an incubus crawls out. So you're the virgin I need to take care of. Take care of today's blood moon offering. Either one, either either one, I'm seeing some shit right now, or my earbuds just kicked in. Either way, this is hella cool. But you're in my way of watching midget porn. The incubus would caress his hand on Helen's cheek as he fully comes out of his monitor. You're so funny. But this is all real. And you virgin boy, I'm about to make you into a man. But I prefer pussy, not but I prefer pussy, not pussy. On fuck. On fuck. The pussy. For the homies on the occasion. What? Sentence makes no sense. Okay. Anyways. I'm an incubus. I can change into a succubus next chapter. Foreshadowing. Says with no hesitation. Deal. Well then, let's get started, big boy. The incubus crawls out of the monitor as he climbs on Alan. As the incubus sits on Alan's lap, as they wrap their arms around him. It becomes it's all be that easy. I mean, they say eating hot sauce, eating hot sauce would make you a man. Straight up, eating ghost burgers would make you a man. So, so how will you knock me up for the blood moon? Perhaps Stocky? Ooh, perhaps have me tied up and bound to hell at me? What shall I be, virgin? Bitch, I'm too damn lazy for all that. Alan would assist his cock inside of the incubus ass as he would then get a firm grip. Alan would insert his cock inside of the incubus ass as he would then get a firm grip on the incubus ass as he thrusts his cock inside of them. Learning how to do taxes properly was just a tricky. It's right there. If only. There you go, Shion. There's an idea for you. Damn, for a guy you feel hella good in the inside, and you have a lump of an ass that is soft as fuck. I could probably destroy this ass for hours. Damn! No warning. You virgins must be desperate for a fuckable hoe. But I can't blame you guys. Getting louder. I'll make sure to pound you till you start to come, or worse, make you feel like a dog. I'd love to see you try. I'll be the one leaving with every drip of your gum tonight. Ellen would then grab the horns of the incubus and lift them and pin them down on the desk, leaving the incubus in shock as they then ram their cock inside the incubus ass as they begin to thrust faster inside them as its ball smacked against their ass. Oh, shit! I wasn't. I was not expecting the random surprise. God damn. Ah, you are not gentle. Feels like the first one. Feels like the one time I got ran by a dragon using a magma condom. God, you're such a fucking hoe. I know. After a small bit of constant moaning and so on, Alan would then ram down his cock down in the incubus ass as the incubus moans out loud as their ass is getting pounded with semen feeding the incubus. Its power grows stronger, and as the incubus holds back their cum as they get close. Close. That is then the incubus tries to take off, but Alan grabs them and stops the incubus. Where do you think you're going? Thought you say you were going to keep going till I was out. I'm only here for your virginity and come. That is, I'm only here for your virginity and come. That is all now. You don't, if you don't mind. I am here for your virginity. Come. That is all for now, if you don't mind. The incubus tries to flee once more, but then Alan grabs their tail, causing the incubus to halt due to succubus and incubus tail being sensitive, which caused the incubus to be flustered and immediately hard as they fell to their knees on all floor on the ground. Alan then lit a cigarette and and lit a cigarette and candle and took a smoke. He then sits down on the incubus back, tapping on them as they as he said the lit candle lit their ass as it slowly melts. Hey, let go of my asshole. Let go of my ass. Let go of my asshole. It was supposed to be a one-time thing, you bitch. Shut up, you irritating brat. Alan then Alan would then press the cigarette against the incubus tip of the tail, causing the incubus to moan out loud and panting out loud. Alan does it once more, and the wax falls on the incubus balls and burns them more. And as the wax hardens up, Alan would rip the rags off his balls and make the incubus yap and moan out loud as their pain felt amazing, yet painful to them. You bitch. Fuck, this feels too good though. I'm gonna make I'm gonna make you feel like my I'm gonna make you feel like my bitch, you damn slut. Whoa. Getting dizzy talking like this. Alan would Alan would then tie up the incubus and have them sitting on a vibrator with their paws on top of it at the trip. Oh, as the drip candle wax on the incubus cock and burning the cigarette on the incubus nipples. The incubus face is all red as sweat pours from their body as they are close to coming. I just hope your family doesn't hear you. I don't care. Fuck. Is this really how I lose this? No. Is this really how I lose? No, I refuse. But I'm so close to coming. But I don't think I can hold no longer. So finish me off, you bitch. Ellen gives a smug look and kicks over the incubus over their back. As they then open the hole in the cock and pour racks in there, the incubus yips in pleasure. They didn't finish off by stepping on their tail to make their body sensitive and burn out the cigarette against their asshole. This which caused the incubus to shoot out their cum in the air as they moan out loud as their body twitches from the sexual pleasure as their body starts twitching from the pleasure. Damn, you were holding back so much gum that you cummed out the wax. I'm surprised. But this time, it's time for the main appetizer. More point aggression. Would they be surprised? Slightly. Actually, with my parents, probably not. They would just be like, be quiet. Ellen would then have an evil grin as he fully ties up the incubus and pulls out the largest and courteous and humble jumbo dragon. Oh, wrong strip. Ellen would then have a sinister grin as he ties up the incubus and let candle wax drop onto their back as they force them to suck his cock, leaving the incubus incapable of doing anything as the pleasure continues to happen all over their body. Who is your master now, you damn slut of an incubus? You, master. I'm sorry I've disobeyed you. That's right, you damn bitch. After a couple minutes, Alan would have come multiple times, filling up a dog bowl, and then force the incubus. Come multiple times, filling up a dog bowl, and then force the incubus to drink it all. They took in the pleasure of watching them be humiliated by a human, and as Alan was pressing the cigarette all over their body, when the incubus finished, they submitted themselves to Alan and became a succubus. Now we take this out of context from a clip and send it to light. I mean, go for it. Light would just be like, what the fuck? I have submitted myself to you. I am now yours, master. Feel free to use me for any task. So I seek many pleasures and send my days in life with you. The succubus stopped talking as Alan squished their cheeks together to pause them from talking. Don't worry, Master will take care of you and your needs. So now you're a female. There is more fun to be half with, and I will make sure to break your mind. Alan would then grin with a sinister smile and look as they indeed have more plans and more kinks to be fulfilled for them. But that is till then. Chapter 2. Hell of a ride. Diane. Note from Shion. Community of TVR list your kinks ideals for the next chapter, so it could be longer. And if there is anything you would like me to improve on, I would try my best. To try so thoroughly try to keep the nasty kinks out. I do not plan to see alright stinky kinks. And yes, kink shaming is my kink. Till next time. Heart. Ah. Bravo. Hopefully you enjoyed my reading. Even though I probably butcher a lot of words because reading's hard. That was the That's right. I figure, hey, if I'm going to have to read a fanfic, I figure if I'm going to read a fanfic, I might as well just like have some fun with it. Anyways, I need to take a break for. I have to take a break now. Ugh. Get up, stretch, stuff like that. So while I'm doing that, while I'm away, I'm gonna go ahead and run some ads. If this is the first time being in my stream, I do run ads. I usually try to run ads every hour. I talk without stopping till I run out of breath. Yeah, you know, reading what you wrote was kind of hard without like proper grammar and whatnot, but I think I did really well. But yeah, let me take the break. Let me run some ads. I do run ads mainly to kill pre-roll ads, so that you won't see ads when people first join the stream and everything. So let me go ahead and run some ads. Let me get up, let me stretch my legs, stuff like that, and be right back. Alright, I am back. Whew. I wouldn't be too surprised if I scared everyone away from this. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Damn, I missed it. Oh, rip. Big rip. Don't worry, it's in the thoughts. You can just go back and watch the thoughts. I mean, what the? Yeah, I keep thoughts. I probably should delete it, but I just don't care. My stream is marked 18 plus, so if you're not 18 and you get, or if you are 18 and you get offended with the shit that happens in my stream, then shame on you. I mark my streams 18 plus for reasons. Yes. Let's continue onwards with our journey. Horses? No horses? No horses. Sorry to have kept you all waiting. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. But you should be joining us. Judy keeps him away, I'm afraid. So Ichiko can explain way better than I. The final days has befell Ambrose. And we are to escape via the moon? What of the source? What of the source and its reflections? I have no intentions of standing by while the world falls to ruin. So, how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answers at present. If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amuret, the solution would be to alter the flow of aether throughout the amity of the stars. Oh shit, I just realized it's 2 a.m. I need to sleep. Talk about it, it's only midnight. Kappa. No, you don't need sleep. Stay up with me so that we can party all night. You know, Shion? You know what we should do? One of these nights, just send me all the fanfics and we'll just do a chatting screen of me just reading all your fanfics. Me doing my stupid ass voice overs and trying to read it. You can do that. Yeah, it'll have to be like on a Wednesday or Thursday night though. Work weekends. I need to finish the stuff I'm behind on. Hopefully you getting paid good money for this. The ancients accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half the star's population in doing so. Ended doing. But it should go without saying that such a sacrifice cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days. A feat which even the Amorites could not accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in the laboratorium. There is still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of the Amorites' gracious magic. But we commend no such power, which invites the question: what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel with the events of the past, and therefore form some semblance of plan. Perhaps we should start with the form. Having worked with the liberates in secret all the time, there is surely more they can tell us. You're behind 5, maybe 6 fanfics? Big rip. There's more battery life than my battery, you know that. My battery life. Forgive the interruption. I have urgent news. The forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside. Some sort of announcement. What is Father up to now? I'm gonna try to sleep. Take care. Alright, Shion. Have some good sleep. Once again, thanks for the raid. Oh yeah, by the way, Shion. Before you actually go, make sure you follow Emplox as well, because she also streams. There's only one way to find out. Bet. No problem. Gotta follow the good streamers, not me. I'm a scuff streamer. All my streams are always scuff. Horses? No horses? They're gonna have horses now? Probably not.
Order, order.
Wow, there's horses. Maybe one day they will win the fanfics on stream. Is that dare? In books. Maybe we should have you read one of Shion's fanfics on your next stream, Kappa.
Thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Sharlayan, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly.
Well, I mean, I'm doing loose streams on Big Targo for a reason, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with reading fanfics on Twitch. I mean, I haven't got Ben yet, so. Also, one of us read out the Night Rider on that one. Twitch one, which is the worst. I have a Twitch one, which is the worst I've made. Used to me losing my sanity. Oh, poor Shion. Anyway, Shion, you go get some rest.
Of the Telophoroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
That one took 2 weeks because it broke down multiple times trying to finish it. Even Bibbo and Forest Chat were questioning if I was okay. I could probably hook you up with someone who is a writer. They got to help you out. Yeah, it seems like a fun thing to read, right? Right?
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
That's our end going in.
To the voiceless.
Stuff, bad
Binding
fanfics.
be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared.
I mean, on our loose streams, one of us read a story to us about Knight Rider fucking Kit. So, wait, what? You telling me that there's a fanfic of David Hasselhoff fucking Kit? Okay then. Okay then. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work, the Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge, not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
"20 hours.
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the great exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Pretty well written, I must admit. If you say so. It still seems kind of weird for me. I mean, I don't mind some kinky shit, but god damn. Sorry, I was checking something.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Everyone took that pretty well. There's no mass panic or anything. I would expect a mass panic, not people just like walking away casually.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit. Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Take your time, keep it simple. Take your time.
Thank you. I shan't be long.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures, and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome.
It was slightly
or
over
charted
the
on any
top
map.
indeed.
The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the ones they love.
Cheyenne. Sorry if I've been butchering your name, by the way. But yeah, get some good sleep. Slightly over the top. If that's your definition of slightly over the top, then I'm afraid to see what your definition is of way over the top. Like 0 to 100 in one sentence.
Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do?
Die.
To ignore
Perish.
the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action. And there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Shall we then? To the Annex, to prepare for tomorrow.
You know, considering the fact that the final days is among us, is upon us, everyone's acting so casual. Kurt tells me to form a rather momentary announcement. So there's to be a great exodus, sister. I'm reminded of my narrow escape from the island of Hell. The realization, the running, the mixture of relief and regret after. Why me? I asked myself, why me? Why us? Why now? I wonder. There's no use fretting over the cosmic morality or lack thereof. We're here, and we'll get through this together. And who knows, maybe my luck will rub off and grant everyone a narrow escape. There's no harm in praying for as much. Oh, but enough of my rambling. I'm sure you're exhausted. Your chamber awaits. Who is it? Whoever gonna be? Give me a sign. Probably not Avino or Alice. Nor Thancred. Probably you.
Oh,
what
apologies. I didn't mean to... If you could spare a moment before bed.
I wonder if it'll show whoever I actually choose.
Thank you. I fear this may be the last quiet night we have to talk for quite some time. I am troubled of late. Unwarranted concerns, perhaps. I hope. Nevertheless, I feel compelled to share them with you. Though you have bested your enemies thus far, Xenos and even Zodiac, your victories have come at a considerable cost to yourself. No one is without their limits, and you are no exception. I worry the added weight of the final days will prove more than you can bear. It is surely too much for any one woman. But you needn't bear it alone. Let me share your burden. My, carrying capacity pales in comparison to yours, but I could still help. Shoulder the occasional satchel from your ever-growing mountain of, baggage.
Her baggage. Then again, I'm in my character kind of small, so.
You have already done so much to help relieve me of mine own encumbrances. 'Tis only fair that I repay you in kind. Of course, it needn't be only troubles we share. Moments of joy may seem few and far between now, but there will come a time when we look back fondly on this journey. The inquiry at the Forum, our march through the snows of Garlemald, Our impromptu dinner in this very room. All of it. And that is to say nothing of the journeys yet to come. To the ends of the world and beyond. But tomorrow will be no less busy than today, and I've kept you from your rest long enough. Sleep well, my friend.
A short while earlier, in the Almejico quarter,
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsebar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true? They brought back tempered Garlean soldiers.
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Won't need to think about it for a while yet. They're to be looked after in Alagana for the time being.
uh-oh. This isn't good. Meanwhile, in this card,
Another day, another commission of paramount importance.
oh hey, long time no see.
Oh, what have we here? Hey, are you all right? Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more. The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. And yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
Foreshadowing. How did they look outside? No more as usual. Alright, let's see what this is. Yeah, that's ugly. Good thing I hide my headgear. I don't have it on me. That's fine. All right. Speaking about bed, I'm going to go and sorry, I have to bed myself. I'm pretty tired. I have stuff to do in the morning, in the afternoon. So let's find a new home for ya. Well, she's probably gonna be heading soon. She just started streaming recently. About 20 minutes ago. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's go over here. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Know that. It's cool. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Come by, hanging out, chatting, have some fun, reading some fanfics and everything. So yeah, let's get the party started. Yeah. You know, check out those amazing artists. Follower is Barbara in chat. I don't want to. I don't feel like ratings on this follower only. Alright, sure, whatever. Let's rate her anyways. Just doing art. Alright. Yeah, hopefully see you next time. Peace out.